The book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 28. He that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. Right, now, he that trusts in his riches, whether you're a farmer and you got soybeans or tomato paste crops, I don't know what's going on. If you're a farmer and you got your corn export or whatever, if you trust in those riches, you're gonna fall, right? If you been getting this gold for a while, ever since it was 900 an ounce back in 2007 when I was in the projects of Alexandria, and the old head told me about, man, instead of getting, spend 900 on an ounce of gold. Nah, I can't flip that gold. But listen, everyone trusting in their riches, even that gold. All right, you was like, damn, I bought the gold when it was 900 an ounce. Now I gotta just buy a couple more grams before it jump up to. Nah, let's take a look.
There's power in the word no. At University of Phoenix, there's no application fee.
Now.
So I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone for enduring, pushing his truth, laboring in the footsteps of the men that they've labored in. The Wadi Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, for the elders to the apostles and bishops of great millstone. I wouldn't know about you without everybody doing the work. Now, damn, what was I gonna say?
There is a massive gold scam going on right now, and it is absolutely imperative that you protect yourself. Even the FTC put out a scam alert just a few days ago. Let's get into it.
So the Federal Trade Commission just put out a scam alert a couple days ago. That's what FTC stands for.
Buy your gold and silver online from SD.
Don't buy your gold and silver from wherever this dude says it. I do not endorse this dude's gold and silver opinions. But I do get joy out of hearing the facts.
Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. We're part of a massive gold scam, and we're going to get into that one in a little bit. But first, I want to cover some other scams that are going on right now. Here we have an article. It just came out a few days ago. Man sentenced for role in Maryland gold bar scam targeting older adults. All of these gold bars you see here are absolutely fake. They were part of the scam, and thankfully the scammer is now behind bars. Let's talk about this FTC scam alert. They say here, see new way imposters trying to gain your trust and money. Here is the consumer alert. The headline reads, real government agents aren't asking you to buy and deliver gold bars. You might get a message, email, or call saying your bank account or computer was hacked, or they say your name and social security number are linked to crimes. To gain your trust, they say they're government agents or law enforcement, but...
Now, is this going to affect the rich men? No, it's not. But ironically, because gold has jumped up to 3,000 plus, I'm not going to deal with the fluctuating $5 differences. But since the gold has went to 3,000, about $300, a lot of people are scamming 1 ounce bars of gold. I make little fake $100 bars of 1/10 of a gram when you could just go for the whole gusto. 28 grams of mix and match. Right, so this isn't. Matter of fact, let's get some scriptures, man. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 29. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind, right? The destroying wind. The ICBM missiles. Right? Esau has troubled his own house. Right? He's gonna get the destroying wind, the destroying missiles. The ICBM missiles. The scripture calls it the destroying wind. Right? He that troubled his own house shall inherit the wind, and the fool shall be servant to the wise in heart. And now Esau is the fool, right? And he will be servant to the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. And that's that ICBM missile that's going to destroy America, also known as Babylon the Great. A destroying wind never destroyed ancient Babylon. Verse 2. And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Right? And that's what we're witnessing take place at this very moment. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host. And the only ones that are going to make it out are the ones that the Heavenly Father saves through the chariots. All right, so Proverbs chapter 11, verse 29. He that troubleth his own house, is not America, Babylon the Great, trouble in their own house, their own country? All right, with all this madness and all of this, nobody lives under a rock. All right, matter of fact, we're gonna get away from this gold. Nobody lives under a rock.
Sales calls, scammers. Arm yourself and avoid unwanted calls.
Containers stacked.
Over $5 billion of U.S. corn last year, even though it's the world's second largest producer of the crop. The world's top producer is the U.S.
Hundreds of containers packed with perfect American corn are being turned away at ports, not for pests or mold, but for simply being labeled product of the United States. How did the world's top corn exporter become the one nobody wants to buy from?
One vegetable oil manufacturer.
And see, this is a perfect example why you so-called black, Spanish, Native Americans, and even you crackers, you white crackers, you saltine crackers, you Ritz crackers, you graham crackers, whatever crack I want to identify you with, or you niggas, you Asian niggas and Spanish niggas, you black niggas, you white niggas, y'all better stop trying to be Americans, man. All right? Why? Because nobody likes America around the world. Anybody that take their money or do business with somebody, all right? A hustler may do business with a fiend that don't take care of his daughter, that don't take care of his or her daughter. That don't mean that the hustler like that fiend. He's just doing business. You look at the fiend like, damn, look at this goddamn fiend. Through. You can get this money, get the fuck out of here. So that's how these people look at America. All right? So anybody that wants to be an American, not only are you not welcome, but they don't even want your food. All right? They don't want your food. You was the #1 exporter. Now you eat it. You eat it. That's what the other country, you eat it.
Farmers Association will purchase between 96 million and 107 million bushels of U.S. soybeans between 2023 and 2020.
At the ports of Shanghai, Rotterdam, and Jeddah, you'll find something strange. Rows of towering shipping containers stacked with golden American corn, just sitting there. No forklifts, no dock workers unloading them. They're not being tossed aside because the corn is spoiled or infested. In fact, it's as clean and high quality as ever. But stamped on every bag is one quiet, damning phrase: product of the United States. And that label, once a symbol of agricultural excellence, has turned into a silent deal breaker. These containers aren't being rejected with a bang. They're being ignored. Delayed paperwork.
So, when the famine hits America, just know they could have fed you. Right? James chapter 5, verse 1. Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Right? The gold and silver is through. And so is the soybean and the corn. All right, Haggai chapter 1, verse 6, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. All right, so they sow much in the field, the farmers, they ain't gonna bring in nothing, right? Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes, whether you're a farmer or whether you're an investor in gold, right? You earn your wage, you buy the gold, but you really put your money, your wages, into a bag with holes because the gold and silver is fake, right? It's fake. Matter of fact, you get your land and you do all your what do you call it, you get your grants and you get all your equipment and your John Deere and your what is it, Tractor Supply Store membership, but you put all that money into a bag that had a hole in it.
Most people don't know this, but running your own bank bots are one of the quickest ways to generate passive income in today's...
No, it's one of the quickest ways to put your money into a bag with a hole in it.
But they're not, and they pressure you to act fast. To protect your money, they tell you to buy gold bars.
No, they pressure you to act fast so your money will end up in a bag with a hole in it.
And hand them to someone, or they say to move your money to a secure government account or withdraw cash and give it to someone to keep it safe, but those are all scams. You know, I think they are preying on mostly the elderly with these. If someone told me to go buy gold bars and give them to someone or take out cash and give it to someone, I definitely would not do so. But unfortunately, people are falling for this, and the FTC had to put out this statement. But probably the most outrageous scam I saw was this one right here. Washington State Patrol warns of fake gold being sold on side of Washington freeways. Are you kidding me? If someone stops you on the side of the freeway and says, hey, I've got some gold for you to buy, it is always a scam. Run the other way. The Washington State Patrol emphasized the dangers associated with these scams, noting that scammers are stopping on freeways and ramps and even stepping into traffic to flag down drivers. Please.
And see, this is the good old days, man. It's the good old days. So as things get worse, people are going to be using fake gold to prostitute. So the pimps, he going to find out, oh, this gold is fake, man. We're going to find this dude. We're going to get this. It's going to get crazy out here, man. Right, if they standing on the highways to sell fake gold and the so-called good old, and it's still good out here, right, whatever that means, imagine what's going to happen when it's not good out here. Right?
Don't buy gold bars on the side of the road. If you do, they're probably gonna rust. But let's get to that.
We're not gonna watch all of this. I should put this in the link. Long story short, nobody's gonna have this in the store. All right, gold was not going back to gold and silver. All right, the dollar is devaluing. The gold and silver value is increasing yearly, and the dollar is devaluing daily, and they're not gonna have this system in the stores, right? I know Florida just, Governor DeSantis sounded all different, talking about some gold is gonna be allowed to be used in the stores to make transactions for payments. They're not using this. Then you got the fake gold epidemic. They're not using this machine in all the stores. And then you got the fake gold epidemic. Nobody's dealing with all of this. All right. So we gonna make this. We about done.
I finally ditched my Ring doorbell and switched to Safe Doorbell, and I honestly wish I had done this way sooner. Here's what blew
for work. Phone calls that stop getting answered. Buyers who once begged for U.S. corn are disappearing without a word. There's no dramatic press conference or fiery protest, just a slow and suffocating silence spreading through the global corn trade.
The state's top customers include China, Japan, Mexico, South Korea, Canada, the European Union, and Taiwan. Nebraska is also a top exporter.
Farmers back in Iowa, Nebraska, and Indiana.
I almost stopped this slacking. All right, guys, you know what? This is it. Obadiah chapter 1. Verse 4. Man, I gotta go up. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. Right? The house of Edom. The whole house of Edom. In fact. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 29. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind, and the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart. So Esau, Edom is a fool. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So they had an economic war, all right, which the food is involved, the gold is involved, the money is involved, the goods and services are involved, the forever chemicals and the stuff that they shipping over here is involved. It's a battle. Verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, though that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Right, so they went from being Captain Caveman, Fraggle Rock, and Flintstones to a deluxe apartment in the sky. All right, and put George and Wheezy in it to make it look normal, to make it look good. So though thou exalt thy nest, verse 3, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, like the high rise, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? You think you're just going to really get the blessing longer than Isaac envisioned it. Verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Now, America's not the only empire or country or whatever to ever use the eagle as a symbol. I believe even Russia right now has an eagle or whatever as they on a coin or something, even though it's the bear as their symbol. But though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, you got the space station, International Space Station. All right, that's their deluxe apartment, their real deluxe apartment in the sky. All right, the International Space Station. Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord, saith Yahweh, and that's what we're witnessing now, starting with this truth coming out. So we're gonna go down to verse 6. How are the things that Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. All right, so they was eating your food, but they laid a wound under you. They deceived you. They were at peace with you, but they deceived you, Esau, Edom. They deceived you, Esau, Edom.
Aren't being told outright that the world doesn't want their corn. They're just watching the signs pile up. Missed orders from South Korea, canceled renewals from Egypt, delays in Vietnam, and ghosted contracts in Saudi Arabia. The corn is still good. In fact, it's great, but it's American.
And that's supposed to be all of their allies. Call on me, how about some outside?